Hi, welcome to ABC's Airways for Brightweiser Connections. My name is Amy Brightweiser and I am glad that you're here today. I want to take a little moment here at first to thank those who've helped me along the way. I wouldn't be able to do these video blogs without you, so thank you. This is my first video blog, and so a little bit nervous. The main purpose of these video blogs is going to be to take a timely topic and to define it, dissect it, and give it some sort of definition. The hopes in being able to do this is to give some of my experience, strength, and hope to you all, so that way then between all of us we'd be able to overcome and whatever obstacles, whatever the topic is, and or strengthen the strengths that we have if it's a positive topic. Today's topic that we wanted to work on, or what I want to work on, is the topic of safety. Now, I've been pretty fortunate in my life. I've not lived anywhere where there are bombs, or I've not really been threatened. I did have in college a gentleman who stalked me for a little bit, but that was the least amount of fear or something that I felt that my safety was threatened. And so first of all, I want to kind of go through some definitions. I do want to go through some definitions first off, so we have a basis to start off on. I looked up in the Webster's Dictionary. It's a condition of being protected from or unlikely to cause danger, risk, or injury. Another one they had was being safe. And the last one that they had was a condition of being safe from undergoing or causing hurt, injury, or loss. Kind of dull to me. I didn't necessarily like that level of definition, but you know, it's not, I didn't create it. A fun fact though about the word safety, for those who like that, is that it was first used as a noun, and it was in the 14th century. And then in 1960 it was used as a verb. So fun fact. Moving on, I found another definition. I can't remember where this came from. I didn't write it down, but I like the wording better. It's the freedom from harm or danger. I really, really like that. State of not being dangerous or harmful in a place that is free from harm or danger. In other words, a safe place. And you know, when we look at our safe place, we usually have a lot of control within what that safe place looks like. And sometimes we can control too much. I found in that because sometimes we can't control. The only thing we really can control is within ourselves. Because one definition, the reason why I bring it up in that manner, is one definition I found is safety can also relate to control or recognize hazards in order to achieve an acceptable level of risk. And so sometimes we just can't, like I said, we just can't control, and it's an illusion of our own mind as far as being able to control. What we can control is within, and ourselves, our actions. So what are we going to do in reacting to situations and things that are unsafe? Or we're going to fall into the fear, like when I live close to Minneapolis. And so when the riots were in rock throwing distance from the buildings that I work in, because I work in South Minneapolis, it was really hard not to be consumed by fear. And so I had to really rely back on my foundation of scriptures that I know who I am and who I'm going to be. And one thing that I didn't mention, that these video blogs will have a corresponding meditation to it. And so then there later on you'll be able to connect with this meditation and go down deeper to find out how can you create a level of area within yourself that is very safe. So, and I will go through some of those scriptures on that. Some other areas that's kind of interesting is that you see the word safety, because we really actually see it way more than we really realize, or at least that's what I found when I went and did the research. Like, for instance, safety glasses, safety seats, safety belts, safety features, safety test, safety procedures, health of safety, margin of safety, adequate safety, aviation safety, and consumer safety. And the list kind of goes on and on and on. I just kind of stopped there. And then one other area that or place that I found a really neat definition, which kind of shocked me, was actually from OSHA, because a lot of times when I've helped with places where I've worked dealing with OSHA and trying to keep things confidential and stay and have state regulations and all that sort of thing, it usually gets wordy and boring, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is just something that puts you to sleep. But this definition came from OSHA, and it surprised me. As I said, it is one of the best definitions that I found as I was looking through, and I believe that it actually hits some of my core values and hopefully maybe yours. It is a description of safety as all measure to preserve life, health, bodily integrity of individuals. Let me reread that. It's all measure of preserved life, all measure to preserve life, health, and bodily integrity of individuals. And you know, if that's just where we want to try to do, is look at ways that we can preserve life, give good health advice, and look at how we can help somebody with their health, as well as I moved my bodily integrity of individuals, and how we can be honest. If I do something that actually is harmful to someone else, just owning up to it, it saves a whole lot. It usually doesn't feel very good, you know, when you do something that causes someone else to feel unsafe. But the best thing is to pull that thorn out that you put into somebody is just to admit it. Have some integrity, spit it out, accept it, take responsibility for yourself. Which that leads into thinking of one of the video blogs that I was listening to on YouTube that was related to safety as well. As this particular person who was talking, his name was Mike Rowe from The Dirty Truth. He believed that safety shouldn't be first. It should be third, because we get complacent. We don't when you get something bombarded right in front of you all the time, this is my interpretation of his video, then you're gonna forget about it. And it makes a whole lot of sense to me. You know, if you put please step here, and you have this sign that says this, for whatever reason you need to step in a certain way, up a step or down a step, or you know, whatever the scenario may be, you're not going to remember always to do it, because it becomes blind to your eye. It becomes familiar, and sometimes familiarity doesn't breed always the best results. We get complacent and we don't no longer take responsibility. Whereas he thought if you put it third, you're going to be more responsible for your safety. And I thought that's a really neat idea and thought, and it makes a whole lot of sense to me, because then you're going to be able, if you're able to take responsibility for yourself and your own safety, guess what, you're going to have and help somebody else preserve their life and their health, and you're going to be much more apt to be honest with whatever you do in helping another person out with safety. So that's really cool. So I'm going to leave you right now. I hope that this has enlightened you a little bit, and you'll be able to tune in into the meditation and go down deep. So if you're not feeling safe, if there's something that's created a level of you're not feeling safe, how can you make yourself feel safe in an unsafe world? So tune into the meditation. God bless you, and we'll speak to you later. Bye-bye.